Hi, this is IK. Welcome to Encapsulation is top goal in React. After 100 and more hours of talking about React and React Redux Thunk, I relax and thinking in a cafe or during walking, thinking about React Redux and Thunk. It is interesting period of learning language, period after experience, after theory, and I have idea about what is the most important, what is engine, what is bit in library, JavaScript library and others. What is it? Does it component or functional programming or declarative programming, etc. But I thinking about encapsulation. For me, encapsulation is top goal in React. Maybe it is not said practically what I think, because React goal of React is user interface and user interface with the data. But I cannot. I can explain my idea. Then, in that moment, encapsulation is top goal in React. And when you have some idea, it is about critical thinking. When you thinking before artificial intelligence, we have a possibility to social network, but social network is always flame. Is always flame. Is a lot of discussion, and everybody can have own thinking, what is absolutely correct. And we have a flame. We have a war about our idea, about our critical thinking. And because of that, now artificial intelligence for me is, this moment, is excellent, because we have now always people who thinking, who have time to thinking with us in same level. And at this moment, artificial intelligence, waiting, click, and said what you think. I said encapsulation is top goal in React. And artificial gave me warning, terrible warning response. And if you want to read it, you can read it. You can stop. I scroll faster, but you can stop. Okay, it is fine point. What talking artificial intelligence. It is my example to you how use artificial intelligence, and that explanation is so boring and is not response to my thinking. Encapsulation. When somebody coming to me in interview, I would like that he said encapsulation. It is mean. It is beat. It is a bottom foundation for all JavaScript library or a framework. Encapsulation. All other go from that. And what I said now, artificial intelligence. I think to the fact that all 5 points you named have encapsulation-centric And now you see artificial how function. You are correct. Encapsulation is indeed a fundamental concept that underlines many of the key principles and goals in React. And that is what I want to hear. In social network, I suspect that I ever heard that. In social network is when we have discussion, it is contrary. Who like is no control. Like, and but with like you have no discussion. If you have discussion and somebody comment, it can be contrary and contrary after contrary, go to not understanding one another, and no one said this to other side. You are correct. Encapsulation is indeed a fundamental concept that underlines many of the key principles and goals in React. All others, for me, is also very, very boring, and artificial intelligence, now explain how encapsulation is a fundamental concept for that 5 points what said before. Here it is scrolling my scrolling, and if you like it, you can read it. Conclusion. So, while encapsulation is not explicitly listed as a goal in React's official documentation, it is very, very important for you because critical thinking, our critical thinking, is just our thinking about what we learn. And we're thinking, okay, there is a lot of that. But what I would like locate in the most fundamental, most centric, etc. And after that, explain why you think. So while encapsulation is not explicitly listed as a goal in React, official documentation. I learned from official documentation, and it is interesting. Never spoken about that. And also, my course of 100 and more hours React for beginners, I never talk about encapsulation. It is interesting. Why? Because we must learn letter by letter before writing sentence. Before writing sentence, before to be a writer, to be literate. And also in React, in any others learning, letter by letter, and talking about a bit, about fundamental thing, it is only in your head after courses. And after courses, I hope that many people who fast learning, fast enter in professional environment, receive, would be paying for their knowledge. I hope that they have time for critical thinking, for thinking about fundamental. Okay, conclusion. So, while encapsulation is not explicitly listed as a goal in React's official documentation, a word goal is first what I have in my head, and I cannot find so fast treasures about that. But it is not a good word for this my idea. But after all this, what you heard in this video, I hope you understand me. What I want to say, fundamental, basic, not goal. Not goal, fundamental, basic. In architecture, fundament of architecture of all that our project in library, JavaScript library, etc. And so while encapsulation is not explicitly listed as a goal in React's official documentation, it is indeed a core concept that supports and enhances the achievement of React's primary goals and principles. Encapsulation in React helps make your code more modular, maintainable, and scalable. Yes, of course, I need for this critical thinking, we must find always inspiration. And for that level of my thinking, critical thinking, I must thank to my learning about solid five. It is acronym for 5 principle, and that 5 principle, where is the first is segregation by concerns, and the last is dependency inverse principle, and other between them, all that inspire me to thinking about what is one thing, one fundamental. What I would say when I must say only one thing, one principle, one word, what would I say? And I said encapsulation. Encapsulation. And what is it? What is in all 5 principles, solid principle? What is it? It is encapsulation. And now artificial satisfy with me, agree with me. You are correct. Encapsulation is indeed fundamental concept that underlines many of the key principles and goals in React. And it is one example. I use a lot of artificial intelligence, like teacher, like learners, like students, like critical thinker. And with this example, I give you my experience about learning, about use artificial intelligence, but also about programming React, Redux, Thunk. I always spoke together about that 3, React, Redux, Thunk, because Redux and Thunk is more confused than React, and many people stop after React, stop learning Redux because it can be very, very confused for learning. And in my video in the future, I lot of spoke about Redux and Thunk. I spoke, I talk, but I will talk more because I'm thinking about that, and I'm not finished thinking about that, like now in this video about encapsulation. It is also important for object-oriented programming. Encapsulation is fundamental. Idea about fundament of that paradigm of programming. But here in functional Also, we have encapsulation by function. Function, for example, dispatch, but parameter of dispatch is again function, fetch data. And fetch data is generate action creator again. And when we have function, when we have that train about function, one function is outside, the other is inner. In inner, there is other inner function. There is not, it is encapsulation and segregation by concern. Dispatch is only for dispatch to dispatch action creator to store, Redux store. But when dispatch Thunk function Thunk go outside in asynchronous work and inform and send two action to store. Action connected with pending and action connected with fulfilled or rejected. And dispatch, there is only function to dispatch to store. It is method of store. But because dispatch Thunk function go outside of React application, asynchron in asynchron process, and take data back by response. It is a request response, and in that path, in that moving, Thunk function send two action creator, and that two action creator create two object, and that two object go to reducer, and the reducer on base of that object immutable update state. And all that is encapsulation. And it is good for scalability, for maintainability. It is good for war against bug. We have less bug, and absolutely it is the principal idea around move programming word after processing, after from beginning of object-oriented, after procedural programming paradigm. With object-oriented, it was a principal idea, encapsulation, and now it is in JavaScript also. If you know somebody that needs video like this, you tell them about that, your friends, your social networks, and if you like it, subscribe, comment, because engagement, any kind of engagement, mean growing our community around this series of video about this course, about this concretely video. And all of us in that community have possibility to take more knowledge and experience. Thank you for watching this video.